It's in the game. Absolute game changer.
Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Trojans' offense will get first crack at it today. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Ready?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Ready? Say,
The give to the single back. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Stanford's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Blue 85.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's go.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long.
Black idiot.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Ready?
So they'll go back to
Break.
work after
Go,
changing
go.
into the field.
Set.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Double.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Break.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
180.
The give is to Williams. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
All right, let's get it. Break. Let's go.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Ready?
We'll see them really
Right.
hit the speed
Double.
button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Let's go.
The
Break.
Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Get ready. Stand.
A designed run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They can't stop us.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Ready?
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime.
Set. All right, let's get it.
And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Let's get it.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down.
Set.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's... And he muffs it, a loose football. And the returner will be dragged down.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Black 14! Black 14! Set!
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Let's go.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Check. Blue 42 strong.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Ready.
Line gets set,
Break.
first down.
Single, single. Ready.
Looking to throw. Unleashes it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give as they work on that clock. Bounced off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The run to the left. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Trojans will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Temple's offense will have the football first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Finds a tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job, good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the USC Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
Let's go. Break. Set. 44. Set.
Looking for a gap. It's Dillon. Breaks into the open. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Ready.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, USC! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Ready.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
All right, let's get it. Break. Set.
The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Campbell. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
Ready?
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the grab close to the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Let's go. Break. Set.
Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Ready?
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Here we go.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
All eyes. Hut.
Running with the fullback. Picks up the 1st down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Ready?
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Black 18. Black.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return. Field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
All right.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse,
It's in the game. Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When that quarterback called that play in the huddle, that ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to air this one out. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. And the Jets are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, originally drafted back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Here we have a guy, Mike, in Garoppolo that has really experienced everything there is throughout his entire NFL career. Spent the first half of his career as a backup to arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. Then he gets traded and eventually leads his own team to the Super Bowl. But now, at this point of his career, he's kind of transitioning back to more of a supporting role. But make no mistake about it, you can win a lot of games with him under center.
It is 2nd and 9.
Ready? Panther 60! Panther 60! Hot, hot!
Another run here with Kamara. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult.
A second effort, and he is in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New York. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Jets have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Jets will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Got to start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Right here,
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play, one first down. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
37.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6.
Oh, my son!
And that ball incomplete.
And they go with the RPO there in the hopes of making something happen after the catch. So often you can kind of run your receiver through those voided zones and come out the backside. I just didn't love the timing. I think he got to just let that play develop a little bit longer and not be in such a hurry.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Falcons have it to start. Number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Oh,
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left.
right here, son!
Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On the ground, it's the tight end.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Nix. Quick slant into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, my son!
Slot man in motion left. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit. But they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set up. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he's up past the 35. He's got a 1st down. It's putting down at the 37.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Jimmy G going to throw it here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer to punt. To return is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Set up.
Garoppolo now. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jets offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A give running right with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward. On the double.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Set. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 6. Go.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Got it. Ready? Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready.
They'll run. It's Kamara. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Set up.
4th quarter begins with Kamara. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Set. 70 left.
Here's Kamara.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Big side. Let's go.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question, 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2, 2nd and goal.
Down! 60, go!
Again, it'll be Kamara. And this is not going to do it either. Stopped for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Cook! Ready, ready.
They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Oh, my son! Ready!
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held. Points.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle, sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico, this has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_Mutt. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.